There's been a lot of people affected, and so we just want to make sure that they have access to all the resources that are out there.
Stay strong. We're all going to get through this together.
If it weren't for the love of the people around us and the knowledge that I have God behind me and holding me up, I would be a wreck.
People have lost everything, and this is what the Midwest does.
Well, after the floods hit, so many were left with nothing, and that resounding pain connected with people all over the region. Money came in, prayers were sent up, donations went out by the truckload. Well, the Nebraska Strong and Iowa Strong campaigns were born. For example, in a fundraising drive started by the Nebraska Broadcasters Association, more than $436,000 was raised for flood relief. Thousands of these Nebraska Strong T-shirts were sold, all money going to flood victims. The Huskers even paid tribute to first responders during the Red-White game. Some celebrities also took to the movement. Larry the Cable Guy and Justin Timberlake donated a portion of the proceeds from their local concerts to the effort. Well, it seems the more the water flowed in, the more generous people became. And for one family, that kindness was life-changing. See, earlier this year, their house was hit by a fire. Then it was hit by the floods. Now they have a new place to call home. KETV News Watch 7's Camilla Ortiz has this story from Valley.
In a matter of hours,
put a couch here, then put a chair here, then put a chair over there.
An empty rental house in Valley is transformed into a home for a family who just lost theirs.
It's been really rough for us.
Katie and Aaron Beacom and their 5 kids lost everything after their King Lake home flooded about a month after a house fire. Aaron is just weeks away from a brain tumor surgery.
And they really weren't looking for any help, just to see if they could find a place to stay till their house gets put back together.
So landlord Brad Brown, a local realty group, and other members of the community stepped up to give the family this moment.
It's awesome.
Yeah, worked out pretty good.
From a relative's unfinished basement to a new home.
Do you like it? It's so cute.
Fully furnished, closets stocked with clothes.
Thank you.
You are welcome.
Overwhelmed by the kindness of others when they were least expecting it.
I'm just very grateful for everything everybody's done to help us.
Nebraska Strong, down to the final touch.
And finally a home to come home to for my family.
Camilla Ortiz reporting. In the wake of the floods, there were so many acts of selflessness, so many unsung heroes, like the Game and Parks conservation officer who single-handedly rescued scores of residents stranded in the cold and water. KETV News Watch 7's Andrew Ozaki spoke with him.
Totally different. It was under, what, 3 or 4 feet of water.
The last time Levi Krause was on this road that leads into the Willow Point community near Ashland, it was covered with water. The conditions not only miserable, but dangerous.
It was cold, water was crossing the road at an angle, perpendicular, and the wind was too that day. It was probably up to 35 miles an hour.
But the Nebraska Game and Parks conservation officer used his airboat to rescue some 20 residents trapped by floodwaters.
Some had health problems that needed to be out. They stayed too long. They were in water that was cold.
Over the next several days, Krause single-handedly rescued an estimated 60 people in Saunders, Sarpy, Douglas, and Dodge counties, and didn't leave a pet behind.
It's easier to get the people to leave sometimes when you agree to take their pets.
Krause doesn't consider his actions heroic. He says a number of private airboat owners and other Game and Parks officials did what they needed to across the state.
But out in the Panhandle with the blizzard, I know we had officers helping out there with car accidents, probably helping farmers and ranchers with cattle at times.
I felt so grateful that the man came with his airboat.
Ed Swarzik of King Lake doesn't know who rescued him, but says the situation was getting scary.
It was getting higher so fast that I was seriously concerned, that it just might sweep me away.
Krause says that look of concern and the relieved expressions on people's faces is something that will stay with him.
I am super thankful, super thankful.
Near Ashland, Andrew Ozaki, KETV News Watch 7.
And in Valley, high waters trapped the Brownings at their supermarket. So they decided to open their doors to other struggling residents. And some say they're alive because of it. KETV News Watch 7's Sarah Feely reports.
Right here.
Eric Smith hugs grocery store owner Josie Browning. And not just because Valley's a small town, it's for a bigger reason.
If Josie wasn't open because of where I live at out in the country, we would have never made it through this storm.
Josie and her husband own Dick's Valley Market, where they've been living since the floodwaters rushed in Friday.
Dikes are broke and they're coming, the water is like, what? And then the people start coming here in the stores like water and bread and milk.
Their home is dry, but the highways to get to it are damaged.
That was our bed.
They're the only grocery store in town and the only place open through the flood. Valley was an island with no access out, so people walked through high waters or kayaked to get groceries.
I have to get up early in the morning and stock what I can, like the meat case must be full, dairy must be full, and bread. And one day it's gone.
Josie says her faith got her through.
They are so thankful. Every customer come in and said, Josie, you are my hero. I said, no, that's not me. It's God is doing it. So I'm just being the servant.
Her community says she's a blessing.
A lot of people in a lot of communities wouldn't have anything. Josie's godsend.
Sarah Feely reporting. Now, the floods didn't just make things difficult for Nebraska businesses. Iowa entrepreneurs also had trouble staying afloat financially. See, when the plant in Pacific Junction was underwater, boil orders had many locally owned businesses looking for alternatives to keep going. And KETV News Watch 7's Chin Doan has that story.
These beer tanks are now storing more water than ever.
We need to keep producing, and one of the biggest factors in beer production is sanitation.
Glenwood businesses like Keg Creek Brewing must adjust after the flooding 2 weeks ago led to water restrictions and a boil order.
For us to close would be really detrimental.
Co-owners Randy Romans and Art Renzi say that staff are going out of town to get water and then spending more time storing and filtering it. They're also serving with plastic cups, washing at these stations, and asking customers to use porta potties. The owners say between people being displaced and road closures, the tap room is getting about half the business it usually does.
It's out of your control, so why worry? Let the good Lord take care of that.
Other businesses are staying positive too.
We own 2 different businesses in town, so the Remedy Company has been closed since the get-go. We also own Adriano's Brick Oven, and we shortened our menu so we could accommodate just the minimal stuff.
The water treatment plant in Pacific Junction is still underwater. Mills County officials say crews are making progress, pumping out water, and have a plan.
The Army Corps of Engineers is working on a bid to build a water barrier around it in a very quick fashion. So we'll see how fast that can actually happen.
Restrictions will continue until the plant is up and running, which could be weeks away.
You know, it might be a little rough for us for a little while, but it's harder on them, so we just want to support them.
Chin Doan reporting. Still ahead on KETV News Watch 7's Chronicle, looking to the future. Communities begin to reassemble. You'll learn how some are bouncing back, but others continue to struggle.